English is my first language, and I've done lots of research on how you can learn English quickly. If you're watching till the end of this video, you know exactly what you can do at home to easily start sounding like a native speaker. When people want to get fluent in English, they usually study a lot, watch a lot of English TV programs, and watch a lot of YouTube videos. This is good in the beginning because it helps you improve. You start being able to understand fast English, you can read, and you can speak a bit. But eventually, you stop improving. For most people, they think it's because they're not studying enough, but they can't because of work or school. And because they can't study enough, and because they think that that's the reason they're not improving, some people quit and they give up studying English entirely. But the only reason they quit is because they didn't know why they weren't improving. There's a simple fix. The reason your English isn't improving is because you don't know enough words. When you don't know enough words, you can understand TV and YouTube videos and you can read, but you can't speak to the level that you want, which is the reason most people quit. So how do you learn new words and start speaking fluently? Well, there's been lots of research on it, and the best way to learn new words is to read. And there are 3 steps you have to worry about to make sure that your reading actually helps you get fluent. In 1994, there was a study on 4 English learners. They read a book series for a few months, and at the end of the few months, the person who learned the least learned 56,000 words, and the person who learned the most learned 160,000 words. There was only one rule: they had to read a book series that they enjoyed. This means that if you read a book that you enjoy for a few months, you will learn so many new English words. Don't worry about reading a complex topic or reading a difficult book or making sure that the book is hard, no. The best way to learn new vocabulary is to enjoy the book. That's the first tip. Make sure that you enjoy the book. The second most important thing is that in the study, the people read a book series. The researchers said this helped because it created something called narrow reading. Narrow reading is where you read books on one topic or from one author. This helps because to learn a word from reading, you have to see it about 16 times. And when you read books on the same topic or from the same author, you're going to see the same word over and over again, which is going to help you learn it and help you remember it, which is going to help you when you come to speaking. That's the second most important thing. If you can, read a book series. And if you can't read a book series, read lots of books around the same topic. As you start to read, there are obviously going to be some words you don't know. This is natural and it's completely fine. But if there's too many new words, you might feel overwhelmed or annoyed, which can make you stop reading altogether, which isn't going to help you. The way that you can avoid this is with the third tip, which is to read books with less than 6 new words per page. When there's less than 6 new words per page, you won't feel overwhelmed or annoyed with having to use a dictionary to read the book, but you'll also be able to learn new vocabulary. If you want to use a dictionary, you can, but you won't need to. So that's the third tip. Read a book that has less than 6 new words per page. So remember, read a book that you enjoy, read a book series, or lots of books on the same topic, and read a book with less than 6 new words per page. Even though you know what to do when you're reading, you might still be asking, where can you find books to read? Well, I'll leave some books that I enjoy in the description, and I'll also leave some online libraries. They're all going to be free. I'll also leave my free community. You can speak to me and other English learners, and get tips on how to improve your speaking. Even though speaking is going to be easier for you because you've learned new vocabulary, you might still be afraid or embarrassed of speaking. And if that's you, check out the video on top.